everybody, it's Redbeard Anubis, and welcome back to another tutorial. We're doing GTA 4 LCPDFR. As you can see, we are in the complete vanilla version of GTA. We just got this guy for shooting outside of the Group 6 secure car. I guess they stole it. I'm waiting on a transport right now. There is the transport picking them up. And as you can see, it's completely vanilla. No fancy things, no nothing going on here. My car's completely destroyed. I don't even have a trainer loaded. So what we're going to do here is we are going to head back to the station. And on that note, I'm going to exit out and show you guys how using Open4 and a couple easy scripts to get you started can go a long way in setting up your GTA 4 game. Alright guys, this tutorial will cover very basic things you need to get started with GTA. Everything else normally usually falls in line with this. We'll show you how to use Open4 to replace vehicles, also the proper scripts to use, how to use them, and some good ones to get you started. This is going to be the second video in the GTA 4 tutorial. First one, if you haven't watched it already, make sure you check that out. It is how to actually set up the game, so we're working with this right here. This is basically the one I set up for the first video in a GTA tutorial mod outside on a separate hard drive outside of Steam. I always recommend creating a new version of the game when modding, so in case something happens, you don't have to re-download the whole thing. You can just copy paste a new one over and start again. All right, so the first thing you're going to need is this off of GTAinside.com. This is the simple native trainer. This right here is just fantastic. It's probably one of the easiest trainers, in my opinion, to use, and it's just really good. Now, note, this is for GTA 4 only. My original video only covered GTA 4 only. It does not cover episodes for Liberty City, just so you know. So, here we have, I use WinRAR to open these files. I guess you can use WinZip, 7-Zip, whatever it's called. I prefer WinRAR. It's free. It's whatever. So basically what you need to do is you need to look in here and you need to transfer over certain files. Now you got all these files in here. Now you already, if you've installed the LCPDFR mod, you already have script hook, you already have DSLSound.dll. So you don't need to worry about that. All you're looking for is the trainer that you're using for that game. So don't just highlight all these trainers here and drop and drag all these trainers. We're looking for just trainer.asi and trainer.ini. This right here, these two files are the only ones you need. We're going to drop and drag, and they're right here. Now, you can go through this later and set it up. Actually, there's an easier way to do that, though. I'll show you how to do that in-game once we get there. So now, you have a simple trainer. That is easy enough. Next is the off of LSPDFR.com, LCPDFR.com, whatever you want to call it. It's Emergency Lighting System 4. Version 8.51. This is in the GTA 4 mod, scripts and plugins. This gives you the cool bright lights because, as we all know, the standard GTA 4 lights aren't that great. I mean, the game is 10 years old, so we'll go from there. So we're going to download this file real quick. I'm going to put in my little Capatcha here. You know, we love those. Oh, if you can read it properly because, you know, that's the way that works. So this will download. Also, here's a couple other mods that you can download that gives you options. This is a good basic pack to download, an ELS car pack. You got your towing, which is definitely needed, police helper, which is buggy, but I use it for the better EMS and all that jazz. But we'll get to that maybe in a later video if you guys want to see that. Callouts plus, how to add more standard callouts. Again, got to be careful with regular GTA callouts because those are prone to crash. So next, we're going to open up ELS, and you have documentation. I highly suggest you look at the guides, read the guides, and understand the guides before using. Media, just as simple, you know, pictures, nothing too fancy that I care about. Installation files, there's your bread and butter. That's what you want. All right, so basically what you want to do, now you already have DSL sound, you already have advanced hook in here with everything. However, to make it easier, just take it all, drag and drop, put it in, hit replace, yes. These are usually updated. They're never updating it ever again anyway, so it's pretty much to the point of being updated. All right, now you'll have ELS installed. So you can change, you know, all these different things. If you know what you're doing in here and you can figure it out, you go right ahead. I personally just leave it by itself and not care too much on that one. ELS will get to slot control and all that once we get some cars in. So we're going to go ahead and download our first car. First car that I chose, which again will be linked, is the BX Bugs LCPDFR Crown Victoria 2011. This is a really nice, cool model, and I know a lot of people like the New York style because it is Liberty City, so we're going to be using this vehicle to download. Here's another Capetcha, because why the heck not? Going to go ahead and download that. Okay, that vehicle is almost downloaded. And I'm going to show you both versions. So we're going to have this one downloaded, and then the next one we're going to do here is a vanilla vehicle for you vanilla fans. And as you can see, it says non-ELS. This does not require ELS. If you don't want to use ELS and you just want to use the basic lighting system, then look for non-ELS cars and omit the whole ELS thing if you want to. It's up to you. I use both because some cars are good and they're not ELS, but I'll still use them. I don't care. I like them either way, but that's just my personal opinion. All right, so we're going to be downloading the Declassy Premier Classic Cruiser. Okay, we got both those files. We're going to open them right there. Get rid of that. We're not going to buy it because it's free. Why would we? All right, so basically here's your model for the Declassy Premier. So we're going to put this right here for now. I'm going to rename this to the non-ELS so I know that this is my non-ELS car. So I know which one's which. And then we got our Ford Crown Victoria. Now, what you have here is vehicle extras. You can use these if you would like. They're supposed to make the car work better. Personally, I don't do it. That's just me. I'm going to take out the vehicle files, and the other one you're going to need is ELS, which is the I&I. So this is to make the lights work properly. So we're going to go ahead and just put that out here right there. All right, so we're going to get that off. Now, what you want to do is you want to go into your ELS file here. And this is where all your I&I files, which are these right here that come with the cars. Now, if it doesn't have one, you can use the default config. That's okay. Your slot control, as you can see, is set up for default config all the way through. So you don't have to change that. Now, we're not going to have an ELS ambulance, so we're going to turn that off. Anyone you're not using, turn off. FBI is going to be off. Fire truck, off. Noose, off. New stockade, off. Police, that will be our ELS vehicles. We're going to leave that on. Police 2, that's going to be our non-ELS, so turn that off. Police 3, Police 4, off. Police Spike, off. Those are the episodes for Liberty City vehicles. You can download a mod that includes those extra vehicles. That's what I use, but that's your call if you want to use those or not. All right, so I have everything off except for police. Now, as you can see, this is written as police, all lowercase. So what you want to do is basically copy this title here instead of default config. So it's going to be police. Very simple. Click on that, save it, make sure this is in this folder. Anything in this folder directly relates to slot control, which controls your ELS lights. Okay, now that that's taken care of, we're going to go ahead and open 4. I don't use Spark. I use Open4. In my opinion, it's a lot better. So now you're going to have to find your main directory. Mine's already set up for my other one, so I need to actually find the one that we're using right now. So hold on one second. Let me remember how to do that. Okay, options, game, change directory, find where the go back to hard drive tutorial, and you're looking for the folder with the GTA4.exe. Select this folder, close, and we need to restart that. So we're going to restart, open 4 again, Grand Theft Auto, there it is. Boom, bada boom. Okay, now, first of all, what you want to do is you want to find out where the vehicles are located. In GTA 4, it's so much easier than GTA 5. GTA 4, all your mod files are legitimately in models. So in CD images, right here, everything you want to mod. So weapons, if you want to change a weapon, like for example, let's pull up the weapon file Glock, which is the main Glock. You can change that to any handgun you would like and all that by changing that. Vehicles, we're going to be using police. So let's just pull up, I put POL. So you got police, police 2, police patriot. You can change the FBI car, which is the unmarked Buffalo. You can change the news car, which is, I mean, you can change anything you want. Now, notice I do not suggest putting emergency vehicles in any other slots that aren't emergency vehicles, basically. And that is because the game does not recognize them as emergency vehicles, so you can't do stuff with the LCPDFR like pullovers and all that jazz. And plus, they'll spawn in traffic when they just look weird with regular civic driving, obviously. Component Peds. This is basically where, let's pull up cop. My cop. So this is the view files for all your peds, how you can change your peds and all that jazz, stuff like that. This tutorial, however, is going to get started with the vehicles. So let's go to vehicles. We're going to go to police, and we want police 1 and police 2. We're going to turn on edit mode. I suggest you want to hit yes on that. I want to suggest that you click off edit mode when you're done editing so you don't accidentally edit something you don't want to. All right, now this button right here replaces current file. You have police selected. Hit that. We're going to go to the desktop. We want vehicle files, which is our ELS car, police, non-ELS files, and a WTD. So we want it's only 2 files, WFT and WTD. Then you can check it, and ooh, doesn't that look pretty? That is a beautiful vehicle right there. Very New York style, but it's all in Liberty City instead. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so next one, we're going to replace a non-ELS vehicle so I can show you that both work at the same time, even while having ELS installed. It's the same thing. If it's listed as police, you don't have to change the name type. You can just overwrite it as such. Same way. Check it out. There it is. The Classy Premier looks like the old Chevrolet Caprice from back in the day. All right, so that's done. So we can actually close open 4. Now, to launch GTA 4, we're going to use Launch GTA 4, never launch through Steam ever again. I always use Launch GTA 4. And we're going to see this thing start up. And I will see you back when we can check out the vehicles. All right, everybody, we are back. So first of all, what you want to do to start the mod, obviously, is Alt-P. That starts your mod to the nearest police station. And you can do one or two things. You can run to any police station and get started, or you can do it right here, pretty much anywhere on the map. All you have to do is hit the little accent key by the one on your keyboard. This pops up, and type in force duty, hit enter. And look at that, you're on duty already. Now you're like, and also you can go toggle busy on callouts until you're ready. I usually do that as well. You're like, oh, well, I don't want to play as this guy. Well, now that you have a trainer, type F3, and using the numpad, you can go down to model spawning and then choose your clothes options. Be like, yeah, I want that guy. I want to be wearing that shirt. I want him to have a hat. Okay. And I want him to have glasses. Let's say that's how you want your pet set up. Now, you want to play as this guy. This is the guy you want to play as. Save slot 1. So every time you change, so for example, let's just change this real quick and go, oh, well, I want to load my pet every time. Then hit load slot 1. There he is. So you can also turn off his voice and the weird things they say by muting player. I usually do that too. You can also change the walk style back to how the player walks. I usually keep it as cop, all that stuff. You can change the time in the game to any time, obviously. One thing I do suggest before you actually start playing the game here is go to the options menu. However, and you want to disable in-game enable key bindings. So we're going to find that. I usually have it disabled, but I don't think it's disabled already. So hold on. Let me see if I can find it here. Enable disable keys. There it is. You want to go ahead and disable that because you'll be typing stuff for LCPDFR to get backup, for example, and then it will launch a car randomly or spawn something. It just gets in your way. You don't want to do that. So what you want to do is after you're done with that, go ahead and go over here and go to save settings to trainer.ini. Again, anything you enable or disable in here, you can save in the settings and just click save. This will save current settings to trainer.ini. Press number 5 to confirm. Press 0 to go back. We're going to press 5 and we're going to save that. So we're going to go with him. You can also go down to weapons. I like them to have an M4, the Beretta, even though that's not how you say it, but you know, whatever, and then the regular pistol, the Glock. So they have a shotgun, a pistol, and also the baseball bat, which if you change out the weapons, you can change it to a baton. Now, I got a question the other day about how do I get a taser? Because there isn't a weapon option for taser. Okay, so taser basically is easy. You just press T, it shows up on your belt once you're in the mod, and then you press T again to draw it. T to go back, and all that jazz. And there it is. You have a taser. It's an X26. You can't change it. Can't change the model. That's what comes with the mod itself. Because the stun gun or taser was never included. So we're going to actually change the time. We're going to go back to noon. And look at this. We have a vehicle saved here. I usually have police one so I can drive anywhere I want to. Or hop in quickly with whatever car I'm using. However, if you go to car spawning, and then you go over to police, we can check out the new cars. So this vehicle obviously has two options. It has either a slick top or the light bar model over to our right. This is the LS. This can happen on some vehicle models. They just come standard like that. And also, let's run down here real quick. Let me just launch out Police 2, which is a non-ELS car. And this is your the classy Premier non-ELS. So we're going to head actually to an area on the map, and one of the quickest, easiest ways to do that. Oh man, running over a little lady. We're going to select one of my favorite areas to do it, which is this parking lot up here on the map. And we're going to go to teleporting, and then I go to teleport to waypoint, and then look at that, it loads in and I'm here. This is my place where I do my car showcases. I like it. It's open. People don't mess with you really. So anyway, yeah, this is the non-ELS vehicle. As you can see, non-ELS still works. I can hit slash on the numpad and change the rotary patterns. Then once I turn it off, I can actually use a siren again. Because if I just leave that on and turn that on and off, it doesn't work. However, if I turn it on, hit it all the way over till they go off, and then hit this again, you get a siren. So that's one cool feature of non-ELS vehicles you can use if you would like. We're going to go back to car spawning and go to police. And we got the unmarked variant of the car. I mean, not the unmarked, the slick top variant of the car spawned. So basically, how to use ELS, very simple. J1 is your first stage, which is nothing on the slick top. Stage 2, got red and blues and some flashers. In the front, got some red and whites. And then it's everything. We're going to actually spawn some cars here and see how many it takes to get a regular police. There it is. Here's the next one. How lucky. Oh, look at that. My car got damaged. Well, you can use the trainer on the fly to clean and fix your car. So, there it is. Police emergency key back. Very NYPD. And then, gotta love those rotors. So, yeah. There are those. And now you have your first ELS car in the game. You can, like I said, combine ELS, non-ELS, all that jazz. I really like this vehicle. I think it looks pretty dang sweet myself. But everybody, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. And I hope that helped you get started modding GTA 4 and getting some cars that you like and getting set up how you want to. Let me know if you guys want to see more of the tutorial series. I will try to walk through as much as I possibly can and try to get you set up to give you the best GTA 4 LCPDFR experience. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful evening.